Why? Because we're paying $600 billion in the military budget. In other words, the foreign policy and the domestic policy of the United States are connected with one another. And so long as Obama holds on to a military foreign policy, he cannot advance a bold domestic policy. What does this mean? Well, it means that we must then examine another element in this mindset, and that element is look for saviors. Look for people who will save you. Look for leaders to do what needs to be done. That is a very dangerous thing. That will never happen. The people on top are not going to do the things that are necessary. All through American history, it has not been the initiative of the President or Congress or the Supreme Court that has changed society for the better. It's been the actions of ordinary people, the people in the anti-slavery movement. Lincoln would not have done the Emancipation Proclamation, and Congress would not have passed the 13th and 14th and 15th Amendments were it not for the great anti-slavery movement that grew and grew and grew from the 1830s to the 1860s. You know, the working people in the United States would not have the 8-hour day if it were left to Congress and the President. No, they had to go out on strike. They had to create turmoil. And they did it again in the 1930s. Strikes all over the country in order to win rights for working people. And what did black people do when they saw that the 14th and 15th Amendments were being ignored in the South in the 1960s? And yes, I was living in the South and at that time and participating in the movement. And what did I see? You could not depend on even the liberal, so-called liberal governments of Kennedy and Johnson to do away with racial segregation. And so black people had to go out into the streets. They had to demonstrate and protest by the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. And they had to break the law, commit civil disobedience, go to jail, get beaten, some of them get killed, in order to get rid, finally, of legal racial segregation. Well, what do we need today? We need all those people who enthusiastically came out for Obama, and we saw more enthusiasm in this campaign than we have seen in a very long time.